Okay, so in this video, I'm going to help you complete question number 1 on Unit 3, review, number 1. Okay, so first of all, it asks you to plot out the velocity time graph. So this is the velocity time graph that's already plotted out for the values that are given to you on question number 1. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to make a position time graph first from this velocity time graph. So remember our little mnemonic goes x, v, a, and since we want to go from velocity to position, we're going to take the areas. Okay, so we're going to take those areas in the same time frame that we have currently. So we're going to do that at 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 seconds. Okay, so at 0 seconds, obviously there is no area here underneath the graph, so that's going to be 0 meters. At 1 second, I would want the area from the blue line all the way down to the horizontal or x-axis, and I want to calculate out this area. Now this area is made out of 2 parts. There's this part that I can calculate by taking the base and multiplying it times the height. The height is -2 meters per second and the base is 1, so that's going to be -2 meters per second. Okay. This part is a triangle, so I'm going to go base times height divided by 2, so that's -2 times 1 divided by 2, and that'll be -1 meters. Actually, this is wrong over here. I just wanted to change that. Let me fix that. That really should be just -2 meters. So I'll fix that right there. So the entire time, or the entire area here between 0 and 1 second is a total of -3 meters. So the displacement I will put right there as -3 meters. When I go on to the 2 second mark, I want this entire triangle right here. So there's 2 ways of doing that. I can actually calculate that entire triangle and say base times height divided by 2, which would be -2 times 2 divided by 2 would give me -4 meters. Or I can also just calculate out this area, which is 1 times -2 divided by 2, which would be -1 meter. Either way, if I add up the entire area of this triangle, I get -4 meters. Then at the 3 second mark, I've got to include this section as well. That section includes this triangle that is 1 times 2 divided by 2, or +1 meter. So I'm going to add up again the entire area from 0 to 3 seconds. So that's -4 here and a +1 there, so that should be -3 meters. Okay, because we're adding up all the previous areas. Then when I get to the 4 second mark, I want to find this entire area and add it to all the previous areas. Okay, so there's some symmetry here that you'll see. Right here we've got 1 is the base and 2 is the height. So 2 times 1 for a triangle, or a rectangle I should say, gives me 2 meters. This part will be a +1 meter because once again base times height divided by 2. The base is 1, the height is 2, but I'm going to divide that by 2. That's going to be +1 meter. I'm going to add up this entire, I'm going to add up all of the displacements. Therefore, I'm adding up all of these areas from 0 to 4, and they add up to a total of 0 meters. Now what I have to do is I have to plot this out. So I'm going to make sure I got the right labels for my position time graph. That's a position in meters and the time in seconds. Okay, and I'm going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds. And because all of my displacements are in the negative, I'm going to put them, I'm just going to label the negatives here. So at 0, I'm at 0, just like it says right there. Then at 1, I'm at -3. At 2, I'm at -4. At 3, I'm at -3. And at 4, I'm 0. So if I just connect my dots here, you'll notice that I get this parabolic shape.